one beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Its presence known. The carry going off right tackle here. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quick completion on the out route. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Slithers into space, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-longs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Looking for space, it's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Hauls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Aguilar. Spits it out to the back. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. There he goes. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves it with 3rd and 9.
the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the QB. Find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands. It's Staley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did, after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that.
Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, and we saw it last week. This guy's got big playability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays, chews up a ton of yards, and really catapults this.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Caught near the sticks, it's Bell. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Thomas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Lewis. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on third down. Got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in this...
There he goes! There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the ground, it's Lewis. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Aguilar. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He might want another play. Let's go. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Takes the grab. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Change now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He'll pull it down. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. Flying down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. And with that, they move out front during the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to pass. It's Stockton. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the 4th. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to pass. Fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Going for it all. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Bringing him back. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, he looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away. But that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big-time stop for this defense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
What a massive play by the defense. Tight game. They're just hoping to get the football back in good field position, but instead, you create the safety, and now you've taken the lead.
Creates a little room.
The return brings it out to the 41, and the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the 4th quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
Going to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Looking for room. It's Frazier. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than